think I'm messing this up really good. Okay, you guys, it's amazing how a couple weeks go by and I just forget it. I'm really sorry. Hello, everyone. 113 degrees? Oh my gosh. But can you hear? I don't think you can hear me. Hello, testing. Hello, anyone? You can hear me? Can you see me? Can you see? Hold on, let me go back. So I have a picture. But I don't see. Can you see me? You can see? Okay, if you can see, I can't see what's going on. So as long as you can hear and see, something's wrong on my end. I don't know what. I don't care. As long as you all can see. Hi, everyone. It's so weird not to be able to see what you can see. Okay, I've got so much fun. I mean, I had so much fun shopping. I took so many photos. The goal is, to me, hi everybody. This goal is for me is to kind of see that so that you can see what's in stores. I don't know why. I mean, like, I barely understand what I'm doing. So to troubleshoot is way beyond my capacity level, okay, just so that you know. Okay, so I can't, like I said, as long as you all can hear me and see me, I'm good. Okay, so, okay, good, good, good. Thanks for your patience. I've spent a minute and a half. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Sorry about all that. Welcome, welcome. Yes, there you go. Welcome, welcome. It's great to be here. All right, so like I said, I went shopping. I wanted you to see what's in the stores. Now remember we did this 2 weeks ago, and I am amazed. I mean, I know this, but I'm still amazed how much change happens in 2 weeks' time, in 1 week's time. I mean, I go to the malls all the time, and I know they're changing, but a lot of times I go in different cities, so I don't necessarily go to the same one, but I've kind of gone to the same one for a little while because I wanted to see the changes. And boy, those people are busy people. Those mannequin, the people changing the mannequins, they are busy, busy people. So we're just going to walk down mannequins. I'm going to show you. Overall, I want you to know that I think, as I collected kind of all the information that I had seen, the concept that I really walked away with, which is what I try to do when I go look at everything, and it's from Neiman's. You're going to see them all. Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you. Maybe I should let you all decide what you see. Well, I'll tell you. It's just simple sewing. I think it's summer simple sewing. Recognizing that in summer we pare down, we pare back, and it's just really simple. The garments and I took a lot of pictures, and you're going to see a lot of different stores. The looks are simple, but they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but they're really, really simple. All right, so with that said, let's start looking at them. All right, and I got to make sure that I'm hitting the right image first. Okay, so I'm starting with tops, and then I'm going all the way to dresses. And again, all the way across the board, things are very simple. So that's good news for us sewers, because to me, you're talking an hour to make something. It's very quick, very easy. You know, I'm going to give you some pattern numbers, maybe not worried about it, but this is a cowl neck, and I saw it all over the place. Cowl neck, pattern 550. The cowl neck, you can make it in a knit and change out your sleeve, use your armhole templates, or make it in a woven and leave the sleeve that's in the pattern. Very simple to do, very effective, very beautiful, very in, and very summery. Then we saw the halter, which inspired what I have on is the halter. Love this halter. 523 is the pattern number. 523, there's so many different ways to wear it, make it. I've done all kinds of webcasts on it. I decided because it was a print, and you'll see it later on, to do a contrasting neckline, contrasting bow to kind of get that focus. I made my pants to match. You're going to see that a little bit later on to where we're going to see that look. But for right now, halters. Think halters. Okay? So these are the prominent tops. Cowl, halters, and then this is a little knit top. This is $195. This is a home run, $195. Notice the dark color with the white pants. Love this combination. There's so many knits that we've got. Pair them with a lighter color pants rather than going darker. You can go darker, just that lighter color is going to make you look more summery. All right, again, same thing. Beautiful stripe. Just a really beautiful stripe. Stripe, there's a little bit of stripe play there, but it doesn't even make a difference. That stripe and that white pant, it's just a really beautiful look. All right, halter. You don't have to wear them. Our halter has a sleeve in it. If you want to have a sleeve, you can. It still looks like a halter. Or like what I did is I left, you know, I left it as a halter, but then I just put a little sweater over it. So if I wanted to take the sweater off, if it was hot or if I went into evening, I could, or leave the sweater on and I can wear it all day long. So it really, halters are great. Don't say to yourself, oh, I don't do halters. I'm too old for halters. Halters are great emphasis. They're great focal points. They're wonderful. 523 is a great, we've got a couple, but 523 is one of them. Okay, simple. This is Eileen Fisher. Now, in many of these cases, when I was taking these pictures, I actually took the designer that was behind the dress form, the mannequin, whatever you want to call it, so that you could kind of remember who it was. This is Eileen Fisher. I mean, I don't think there's this kind of 6'11", you know, the cowl or the kind of fold over top. It could be Sophia's 575. Just very simple blouses and worn with just pants. I mean, I think that's, let me go back for a little bit, make sure, yeah. I mean, I think that's just a little too simplistic personally, but hey, everybody gets to choose. This is Giorgio Armani. You can see the emblem there on the left. Beautiful. And we actually have this fabric. I mean, maybe not this exact, but if you look at fabric number 8180, it's a beautiful Armani. It's reversible. It would make a beautiful, but look how simple that is. Isn't that pretty? Just a little flare skirt. You know, we've got patterns that can do this, a little top, monochromatic. It's all about that jewelry, but you could certainly make it a scarf. It wouldn't have to be jewelry. It's just so pretty, but it's just so simple. And like I said, this is Armani and this is Neiman Marcus, and this is real expensive stuff. But again, the simplicity just kind of like, oh, wow. Let me just check to see. Why can I not hear? I have rebooted and does not help. I don't know, Linda. I mean, everybody else can hear okay? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not very helpful, is it? Yeah, anyway, that Armani is just beautiful to me. Okay. This is Robert Graham. I don't know if you all know Robert Graham. Very high-end, very expensive. In some places he has his own store, but he does a beautiful job. His fabrics, a lot of times are silks, cottons, but beautiful high-end. I love this. So this is a real big trend to have the prints top and bottom. It's almost like a maxi dress, but it's pants and a top. And again, we see that halter. So, I mean, I saw it over and over and over and over and over. I wanted to take another picture. This is also Robert Graham. That one Robert Graham that I just showed you, let's go back just for 1 second. I took this was actually in the window first, which is where I saw it, and then I went to the website and got the actual garment. That, it also, in the window, they had it tucked in. They had that halter tucked in, and boy, it was so pretty. It was really beautiful. And that halter is about $1,200. Those pants are about $1,500. Robert Graham is not cheap, but I just wanted you to see the idea and see how that print from top to bottom, it's just lovely. It's really just lovely. This is a darker one, whereas if you're not quite ready to go top and bottom print, you could do a darker color. It'd probably feel a little less present. But again, beautiful top and bottom. You could just do 3423 is the pull-on cargo pant. Put the pieces together is the one I have on, and you can just cut it as one. It's a little elastic waist. The leg is just minimal. It's just a perfect little summer pant. You could do all the details if you wanted to, but if not, it works really, really well. And we've got so many similar prints to this that, and this could be in a woven or a knit. It wouldn't make a difference. But, you know, in all of our fabrics today, you guys are 30% off. I shouldn't say all, there's a couple of exceptions, but if you're on our email list, you got that coupon code, use your coupon code and you get 30 off. So this, I wanted you to see this because I saw quite a few of these. Now, you know, the look is dresses. Dresses are still popular, and we're going to see dresses. And simply because they're worn a lot in the summer. You've got weddings, you've got graduations, you've got events where people wear dresses too. But it's not necessarily, and I think that's also why you're seeing top and bottom same print to look like a dress, but yet for women who just don't want to wear a dress, you can wear the pant and top together in a print, and it looks extremely appropriate for weddings, for graduations, for whatever you're going to. It really is a great look to have a print top and bottom, even if it's a pant. So we called them, in the old days, we called them separates. Coordinates, but they were two different pieces. And the reason they were so successful, I know all of you know this, is simply because I could wear them together, but then I could take them apart, and they really worked well for a cluster wardrobe because I could do many different things with them. So that's just a great look. We have that reversible fabric. That's a check. I thought that would be adorable in something like this. Very simple, very easy to do. I wanted you to see this again. We see the halter, but also this two-piece dressing. So where we've seen, and you know, not that we need to have obviously our tummies show, but we can see a top and a bottom. We can be as covered as we want. Certainly a little bit later, we're going to see a little blouse, a little sweater worn over this. It's just a great base. Again, I've said many times that monochromatic base right now is very popular, and it's really, really beautiful. Check the speakers. It can be, oh, you guys are helping her. Okay. Your hair looks lovely like that. I figured y'all were tired of my hair hitting the microphone, so this is your gift. Okay. Which is a slimmer leg, Jags or cargo pattern? Cargo pattern is a slimmer leg. I did, and that's not to say Jags is bad, and you could make it slimmer because you could go from one size to another. But I purposely, when I did that cargo pant, it's new. It's just a year or so old. I did it with an elastic pant with a slimmer leg. And that was, it's just an elastic pant that's slimmer to the body, period. It's just, you know, it doesn't mean you can't go down in Jags, but, you know, I did it for you. The cargo did it for you. All right. I love this. So again, I capitalized the designer in here because the row, these pieces are very, very expensive. You know, we're talking $1,800 to $2,000 a piece. The row is probably one of the most expensive ready-to-wear lines, you know, like in the world right now. Very expensive. You know, they're up there with Brunello Cucinelli. They're up there with Chanel. The row, the Mary-Kate Ashley, and, you know, you guys know who that is. But anyway, their pieces are very timely and very classic. But I check them out every time I go because they are always adding new. And they're beautiful pieces. You can see just how straight and simple they are. It really gives you a great place to add a scarf or a necklace and just make it beautiful. All right, then we see stripes. And again, I wanted you to see this. I thought this was interesting that on the same dress that on the same, you know, podium, whatever you want to call it, platform, they put a black dress with a striped pant and top. So really what that says to you is that that top and bottom matching is going to dressy events. Now, I don't know that I would consider it the same as a black dress, but I do want you to see that if you are comfortable in a top and bottom out of the same print, that stripe really works. And you can see that stripe, she looks so much taller than the girl next to her, and you can see they're mannequins. They're the exact same height. So if you're looking to look taller and slimmer, try that striped top and bottom. It's just a great way to do it. Now, I wanted you to see this because this is the white shirt that I showed you before, same Eileen Fisher. But look to the dress now in the background. Again, very, very simplistic. You know, and it's almost, I don't want to say boring, because by any means, I just don't want to say boring, because it's not boring. But they are really simple clothes. And I didn't not take pictures of busy stuff. There just wasn't. They were just simple. This is really reflective of our stripes. We're seeing our stripes. This is a great picture, I think, of those stripes. I love this horizontal. There's a little shirt over it so that you don't see a lot of that anyway, and yet you really get a cute horizontal. That could be a long skirt, and I think that would just be adorable with that white little shirt over it. The white shirt is really making it look so summery and yet covering all at the same time. So I thought that was a great pairing of those two. I could see this just sitting by the pool, walking along a beach, or, you know, on a cruise, whatever you guys are planning to do for the summer, or simply coming to the store of fabrics and saying hello. That can work too. Okay. So in this case, I wanted you to see this. Really what we're seeing here is prints. And what we want to do when we are seeing prints is we want to stop them. I really do like the one on the left so much better than the one on the right, because you see that one on the left has such direction. That black, that little accent of black, that's what I told you why I did on my 523 that I have on, the halter, I did the bow in a contrasting. The fabric itself is 8264. 8264, but then when I went to do, we have a little black cotton, it's 100% woven cotton that I decided to do the tie and the neckband. And the neckband you can always make narrower, but I kind of love this lowered tie. I've seen it several times and I just really like it. It almost looks like a necklace as opposed to a bow blouse, and I just really like the way it looks. So I love, you know, whenever you have a print like that, and you can see the one on the right there just almost gets lost. It just, I don't know, it just for some reason seems a little lost to me. And yet that one on the left has such direction and such easy up and down. Let's see, I love the row. I know, the row is great. Is 611 pattern just a solid back collar? It's a shawl collar. 611 is a shawl collar, but you can narrow that collar. You could make it curved. It's a square notched collar, kind of rectangular, but you could easily design that collar and do all kinds of fun things with it. Which pattern best for the first white shirt? The first white shirt, boy, I'd have to go back. I mean, off the top of my head, I would say 600. 600 is our classic blouse. Yeah, I've slimmed down Jags many times, but I like that you did it for us. Yeah, the cargo pant, I'm telling you, it's just my favorite pants now. You can tell, obviously, I can't get away from it. I've just made it so many times. What fabric is your sweater that you're wearing? That is, it's this black knit. I don't know the number, you guys. It's a, here, maybe I do. Here, wait, hang on. Oh, I do too, sorry. 8206. 8206. It's just a light black weight. I mean, a black lightweight. Sorry, I couldn't have said that backwards if I wanted to. Okay, let's go on. I caught up with questions. Let's go on. Okay, now I wanted you to see this because I love this. I mean, you don't have to like the color, just like the concept of taking, it's like a swing dress. We've got it, a sheath dress. You could, you know, it depends on if it's knit or woven. All of these, you guys, there have so many fabrics that would do these really well, where we have the same fabric, but we have it lighter and darker, or take two fabrics that you like together. Again, one being knit. You could do knit and use a sheath dress. You could do woven and do like a swing dress. You could do either one and it wouldn't make a difference, but it's such a slimming look that I just got excited and thought, oh, I got to share this with you all. All right, then we see this one, and I wanted you to see that this is a tiny little print. Like, the main reason I took this is because we sold out of it. We had a print that was so very similar to it. But also the reason I took this is because if you look again at the left, the lighter one, she does not have a focal point, and you kind of get lost in this. Now, that's okay sometimes if you don't want to have a focal point and if you want to get lost in it. But if you look at the one behind on the right, notice the focal point. It just really, it just grabs your eye. You know, it tells you where to look, what to look at. It just kind of gives you a little, you know, chart. Look here, look here, look here. And you know, it's up to you as to how you want to dress, obviously. I have to say, if you looked at Princess Catherine on Trooping the Color, the dress she wore, it's the wrap dress. So if you haven't seen it, I'm making something for it next Tuesday night that's similar. But you know, that contrast just grabbed you. I mean, it was instantaneous. Wow, because of that high contrast. So when we have a print, we really want to, you know, do the contrast. We need to do the contrast. It's such a better look to do the contrast. Just keep that in mind. This is a print, cute, no contrast, no focal point. It's okay. It's just never going to be your best look. I like it. It's like the swing dress. You could do it out of woven. You could do it out of knit. You could do either one. It's more, I think it's probably more about the print than anything else. And then I wanted you to see this. Again, we're back at Eileen Fisher in that area in there. This is not Eileen Fisher, but I can't remember the name of the designer that's next to Eileen Fisher. But what I wanted to show you and why I took this picture was the shearing. Because I did see quite a bit of shearing. It's very popular. You could shear a skirt. You know, we did 225, which is kind of asymmetric, but that whole shearing and asymmetric look is definitely a part of summer. It's very summery to take a little skirt and shear it up the side, or to take a blouse and shear it up one side and not the other. And it's just fun and very simple to do. And yet it takes that simple, it keeps it simple, but just really makes it, I think, nice as well. I love this belt. I just wanted you to see this, to where it's a real casual belt on this dress. This is similar to that Fit and Flare 4222 that we have. So I wanted you to kind of take a look at that. 4222 Fit and Flare is for a knit. This, I'm not even sure if this was a knit or a woven, to be honest. But even so, if you did it in a woven, you could put a little invisible zipper up the side. You could wear a little sweater over this. Lots of ways to do it and still give it a great look. Very summery. And then I wanted you to not steer away from jackets. Again, because a good old white jacket, we've got a beautiful white linen, we've got a lavender linen. Just make for absolutely beautiful little jackets for the summer. And you can see that those jackets are just over monochromatic. Again, very simple. Whoops. Sorry about that, you guys. This is Ralph Lauren. You can see Ralph Lauren there in the background. Ralph Lauren shirt dress is about as classic as you can get, done with a Ralph Lauren belt. You know, we did a little thing on belts a little while ago, and I think that if you did a fabric-covered elastic belt, you know, we had those little belt buckles, I think would be so much better looking than this. This is very traditional Ralph Lauren and very much like, you know, Ralph Lauren does, and I like it. I just don't think it's as flattering as it could be if we took away that contrasting belt and put in a, you know, an elastic tone-on-tone belt, and then contrast somewhere else. Contrast the band in the front, contrast the collar. You contrast your jewelry with a scarf. Use something else to create that contrast, and I think you'll like it a little bit better. I would like to take the classic blouse attached placket and create a separate placket so I can make a different color placket. Just need to figure out how. Well, no, we did that placket so that you could make it a different color. The placket, the way it sews on, is purposely made to where you don't need to change anything. Just make it a different fabric, put it on, and you've got it done. It's separate. What pattern would be for the swing dress? 4009, I think it is. Is the swing dress is inside 4009. How do I get on the list to get the coupons? I'd like to buy some patterns. Well, the patterns, you sign up on our email list. It's on the bottom of the very front page. The pattern sale was last week. That's over. But the fabric sale, the coupon code today is it's 30FAB. I always get it mixed up, you guys. It's 30FAB, all small, 30 fab. But get on our email list because we sold a lot of patterns. And, it's actually helpful for us to have a pattern sale. I know that sounds crazy, but it evens out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So just join our email list. That's the best way. Okay. The square neckline on that blue print dress is pretty easy to do. A square neckline, yes. What I would tell you is go shopping. Take your French curve with you and measure your neck. Put it on. Make sure you like it. Because, a lot of times we know this. We see things that we think are pretty and then we put them on us and then we don't like them. So make sure you like it on you and then duplicate it. Very easy to do. Are you going to put back up the white textured cotton from last Tuesday? We always put them back up eventually, but I don't know when, Janet. I don't know. If you want it, request it. I'm not sure of our schedule this week, you guys. I'm not in charge. I've been dealing with PBS, and so the behind the scenes is running everything. And they just told me there was a sale going on. I said, oh, okay, good. What pattern is your sweater you have on? It's this is a purchase sweater. This is a purchase sweater. The fabric though is just like that fabric I told you, which is why I put it on. But it's a purchase sweater. The white cotton texture. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, let's go back. All right, and take that down. Let's go to this one. All right, I wanted to show you this. This is such a poorly fitting sheath dress. I saw quite a few sheath dresses. I took this one because it was so badly. It's just clamped in the back, so it looks really bad. But don't pass up this sheath dress. We have a knit, which is 42.18. We have a woven, which is 4,200. That little knit sheath dress is like no time to make. It is so cute. You could flare the bottom. You guys know how to do this stuff. On the sheath dress, you've got 4 pieces in the front and 4 pieces in the back. Very easy to flare the bottom. And you could, kind of make it a fit and flare. The fit and flare has a seam at the waist. So just a little bit of difference is there, but just cute as cute can be. Okay, that's where I was, sorry. This is Sophia's dress. Like, this is literally in the store. This is 4015. I just love this. This is a knit. 4015 Sophia's dress. I copied a Nick and Zoe. I don't remember the designer. I want to say Donna Karan. I can't remember. But it's just right there. Solid, again, very simple. Little twist. Those twists are still, I did those twists years ago and I kept thinking when I did them, let me see if I can make this bigger. I kept thinking when I did them they wouldn't last that long, but boy, they're still around. This is Acros Punto, and I love this little white dress. Again, kind of a fit and flare if you did it in a knit, if you did it in a woven. You could still do a fit and flare, just put a little zipper in the side. Just a great little dress. And again, to me, you keep hearing me say it, very, very simple. And this is fit and flare. This is a knit. We have that wine. We have that burgundy. I'm just not sure of all the numbers, you guys. I'm sorry. But easy enough to find. It's a wine. It's a cotton hemp blend. It's a beautiful fabric, 30% off. It's like a giveaway. And this would be that fit and flare. You could do it with a full sleeve or you could do it straight, totally your call. But I just thought that was great. We had the fabric, we have the pattern, and that dress. These dresses are just not cheap. I'm just amazed at how expensive they are. I shouldn't say that anymore. At some point you'd think I'd get used to it, but I still haven't gotten used to it. The white, yeah. Okay, so sorry, there's no questions there. All right, you guys, I know I have kind of been long-winded. There was just so much to show you, but I know that as I went through shopping, it's like every mannequin was just simply ungood. So I got to thinking that there's got to be some kind of summer simplicity where we want pieces that change. We're traveling, we're creating these cluster wardrobes, we're doing all this fun stuff. So even if we take a print, we can go top and bottom with a print. These pants, this fabric, what did I say it was, 82.64. It's so comfortable, it's ridiculous. It's really, I always say it feels like pajamas, but it's probably more comfortable than pajamas. But I just really, really like them. All right, let me know if you have questions. I'm going to make a couple of announcements. Oh, I did a Peggy giveaway. Oh, you know what though? She didn't respond. Yeah, we did a Peggy giveaway yesterday morning. Well, she probably will. I mean, I can't tell you her whole name anyway, but her name is Donna. And yes, she bought, Fit to Stitch. You guys, I have to say thank you all. We have a long way to go. We have another week. And so we've started a serger giveaway. I shouldn't say a serger, it's a cover stitch machine, a baby lock cover stitch machine. They're like $2,000. Or maybe they're more. I don't know. They're expensive. But anyway, we're going to give one away. So many of you have not bought the series. Many of you, there's 1952, there's that 1516 and Terry's Top. Those two kind of go together to be worn together. So lots of, or just $25 donation. You can do that. But for every $25, you go into a drawing. And we'll draw it, not this week, but I think it's the end of next week that we'll draw it. I'm not sure. It's on the website. It's on Fit to Stitch. So if you go to Fit to Stitch, and you can see it says Serger giveaway under donations. So we're going to really drive this hard. We've got, we really need your help, please. Please, please, please. Oh, you guys are just adorable. You're just adorable. Okay, so the goal is to sew. Remember, 30 fab is your coupon until midnight. Everything's 30%. This is a great time to pick up those linens, those expensive. The only two fabrics that are not are, one is an Armani and it's already marked down. It's already a really great sales price. And the other is the Hermes. And there's only 1 yard left of the Hermes anyway. But I didn't think it was fair to those who paid such a high price to put it down. And we couldn't afford to mark it down, to be honest. Have the Kai scissors been shipped? There's two different packages of Kai scissors. One is the Lion and the Mouse. The Lion and the Mouse has been shipped from Kai to us, but we just haven't gotten it yet. So I imagine it'll be any day, but I don't know. We're just waiting on it. Those are the 12-inch serrated, and they have to hand serrate all of those scissors, and we ordered quite a few. So please just be patient with this process. We'll get them all out. What number is the swing dress? It's 4009. It's not called the swing dress. I'm trying to think. It's Morocco's dress. And it's adorable. It's got one button up on the shoulder to where you can wear the overlay. But if you just use the base, that base is the swing dress. It was the old swing dress. And then when I did the new pattern, I thought we don't need the swing dress anymore. It's in this pattern. So you kind of got 2 in 1 is basically the way it worked out. Has 1952 been shipped? No, we have not started shipping yet. We are waiting for that to come back too. We've got all the parts and pieces almost. But if you notice on the website, we put that's the end of June. So it will be the end of June. It might be a little bit before. And just know that PBS filming causes a crimp into everything just because everybody's so busy. I just have everybody doing so many things that it's hard to feel like we're making progress. We are making progress, but filming is next week and there's just so many deadlines. But anyway, so I beg of you guys to be supportive and patient. If you'll do those two things, we'll have everything caught up. But the fabric sale is great. PBS, I don't think this matters, is really actually upped up the amount that Silhouette Patterns can contribute to Fit to Stitch. So the good news is we can actually contribute a little more. So everything helps. Everything helps. So that's very nice of you. Very happy with my Kai set. Good, good. So the Kai set that we're shipping, that we have in stock, is that 5-piece. It's fabulous. And I think it's $100 or something like that. And again, that puts you into the Serger giveaway. And that also helps us a lot. Okay. I keep saying that. It helps us a lot, but it really helps us a lot. And we really need your help. All right. So that's it for tonight. The goal is to sew, find something wonderful and simple. Doesn't have to be complex. You know, go back and watch that little cluster we did. Next Tuesday is our POM. And so we'll want, if you're making that wrap dress, I've already gotten some in, but send them in. And remember, we're having a drawing for that. So we'll want to make sure that you get yours in. And I just love seeing what you're sewing. I just really, it's just a fun thing to know that other people are sewing besides me. Not that I don't doubt that, but it's just really fun to get pictures and see these happy faces and see you sewing what you like. It's just a lot of fun. Kai scissors are the best and only scissors I use. That's because you've used them. The only people who don't use Kai scissors are the people who have never used them. Because once you pick up a pair of Kai scissors, I mean, they're just like, they're gold. They're just gold. But like I said, the 12-inch does not come serrated normally. So they are hand serrating all of these scissors for us. Also, I asked about if there's a left-handed 12-inch, and Kai does not make a left-handed 12-inch. So the Lion and the Mouse deal, you could swap out the 12-inch serrated for a 10-inch serrated. We can do that. So if you order that Lion and the Mouse and you want a 10-inch serrated, go ahead and order that and just send me an email that you want the 10-inch serrated left-handed. But they don't make a 12-inch left-handed. That scissor's not made by Kai, so we can't do it for you. If they had it, we could have done it, but they just don't have it. So I'm sorry. We checked, and that was all we could do. All right, you all. We will see you Thursday night is Q&As. So if you have any Q&As, get them into me by tomorrow. If you will, I usually sit down and do them and work on them Wednesdays. So I appreciate you being here. You guys are the best. Your support is amazing. We need more, but we really do appreciate your support. And congratulations to Donna. She hasn't acknowledged my email yet. I'm sure she will. We wouldn't tell her last name anyway, but sometimes she's on here and you all know her and see her. So, all right. Thank you. Bye.